Guys, welcome back on my YouTube channel BPTC Business Partner Teaching Club, and I hope you have seen my part 1 video of class 9th NCERT chemistry part matter in our surrounding, and you have gained so much knowledge. Okay, so this is my part 2 video of matter in our surrounding class 9th NCERT science book, and we continue our next topics. Okay, so let's start. Our next topic is today for, first of all, this is our part 2. This is our part 2 video. Okay, today we are going to know about the states of the matter and what are these states. In my last video or my part 1 video, I have tell you there are five states of matter, and what are these? These are solid, liquid, gas, plasma, and BEC, Bose-Einstein condensate. Okay, but in class 9 we have to know about solid, liquid, gas in detail, but we have to know about short summary or short introduction about plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. So let's start from the first state of solid, and first state of matter, and what is this? What is the first state of matter? This is solid. So let's start. And I think that okay, sorry. First we will make a table. By the help of this table, we know all its type, all its characteristic at once. Okay, so our first state is solid states. Our first state is solid, second state is liquid, and third state is, you already know what is third state, and this third state is gaseous state. Okay, and in this shape volume, density, fluidity, and shape, volume, density, fluidity, compressibility, okay, and fluidity. And next is, our next point is compressibility. Okay, firstly we know about this, what is the amount and which characteristics belongs to this, and after this we know about its intermolecular force of attraction and intermolecular spaces. Okay, so let's start. In solid, we know that from the starting of class 7, the shape of solid is fixed. We know that, so its shape is fixed. Okay, its volume, we know that solid cannot be changed their volume in the atmosphere, in the normal temperature or room temperature, so its volume is also fixed. In normal room temperature, the shape and volume of solid is not be changed even when we apply, not till when we applied extra heat or extra temperature on it. Okay, its density is so high because it is a solid, and we know that the density of solid is very high. Because what is density? We know that the density is equal to, in my part 1 video I hadn't remember to explain what is density. Okay, so in my part 2 video I am going to explain what is density. Okay, what is density? The symbol of density is this. This is the symbol of density, and is equal to volume per unit area. Per unit area. The symbol of density is this rho, and it's and anyone can ask that what is density? Please explain. The volume per unit area is known as density. Okay, so in my second part video I had explained. I already explained this density. So now the density in solid is also fixed or very high, and due to this high density solid, any material becomes in solid state. Okay, so the density of solid is very high. Fluidity, it has no fluidity, because we know that what is fluidity? Any material that can flow by its own is known as fluidity, but solid cannot move by on its either we apply force on it or not. When we apply force, then it will move, but without any condition it not be going to be moved out. Okay, so its fluidity is nothing happen, so fluidity cannot be happen. Compressibility, solid has very less compressibility. We know this. What is compressibility? When the amount of particles is very high in very small amount of area is known as compressibility. You see that when we press spray of perfume, it spread out very fastly because the air or air molecules of perfume are very tightly packed, and due to this tightly packed, it expel out very fastly due to this compressibility. Okay, so solid has very less compressibility. Okay, so solid has very less compressibility. Okay, so these are the characteristics of the solid. And what are these characteristics? Firstly, you see this, what I have written. My handwriting is not so good, so please cooperate me and please understand what is I have written. But now I am also explaining. I also going to be tell what I have written. Okay. Firstly, please by own try to understand what I have written here. There state. What are these states? First solid, second liquid, and third is gaseous state. Okay. Firstly, we know about what is the shape of solid. The shape of solid is fixed. The shape this is volume. Okay. So the volume of solid is fixed. Also fixed. Density. The density of solid is very high. Fluidity. About fluidity. The fluidity of we have to write here. Cannot be happen. Some solid materials are be moved out. So here we can very less fluidity. The fluidity of solid is very less fluidity. Okay. And now here the compressibility of solid is also be very less. Okay, and I have already told that in my next, after this I will going to also explain about intermolecular force of attraction and intermolecular spaces. Okay, so our next state is liquid. The shape of liquid is not fixed because the shape of liquid is depends upon on which container we have kept it. either it is glass or anything, okay, or any container. Just liquid takes its shape according to its container, okay. When we fill it any container, it take the shape of its container on which it will be kept, or it will be kept, okay. Like when we kept in the glass, cylindrical glass, it take the shape of cylindrical. After that, when we place it into a ball, glass ball, it take the shape of ball, okay. So its shape is not fixed. Shape is not fixed. It is not fixed. Volume, the volume of liquid is fixed. Why? Because after placing from one utensils to another utensils, next other utensils, it takes shapes, but it not changes its volume. Its volume is fixed, okay. So its volume is fixed, okay. Density, what about its density? The density of liquid is less than solid state, solid material, but higher than gaseous state, okay. So the fluidity of liquid is density. I have told that the density of liquid is what? Density of liquid is density of liquid is less than solid but more than gas. Please see this. I have written here. What I have written? The density of liquid is less than solid but more than gaseous state. Liquid state has more density than gas but less density in comparison to solid state, okay. I have told there, okay. And what about its fluidity? Okay, fluidity of liquid is higher than solid but less than gaseous state, okay. And here in the solid state have very less fluidity, but liquid has some fluidity, okay. So liquid has fluidity more than solid but less than gaseous state, okay. Compressibility, its compressibility is also higher than solid but less than gaseous state. Again I write there, more than solid but less than compressibility but less than gaseous state, okay. Now again, firstly you see it and note it. If you want to note it, I have written, and if you have any problem just wait. I also am going to read out what I had written on this whiteboard, so please wait. What I have written: the shape of liquid is not fixed but the volume of liquid is fixed. Density of liquid is less than solid but more than gas. Fluidity of liquid is more than solid but less than gaseous state. Liquid compressibility of liquid more than solid state but less than gaseous state, okay. I hope you have understand this, okay. And now I am going to be explain about the characteristics of the gaseous state, okay. Gaseous state. the shape of gaseous state is not fixed. We see this. Just take example. LPG gas. Okay, LPG gas takes any when we kept the gas in any container, just it takes the shape of this container. Okay, so the shape of gas is not fixed. Volume of gas is also not fixed. Also not fixed. Density of gas is very high. Very less. Density of gas is very less in comparison to solid state and liquid state. Okay, so the density of liquid state, once again, so the density of gaseous state is very less than in comparison to both solid and liquid state. Okay, very less. Fluidity of gaseous state is very high in comparison to solid and liquid gas. The fluidity of gaseous state is very high. Compressibility of gas is also very high in gaseous state. Compressibility of gas is very high in gaseous state. Okay, so compressibility is also very high in comparison to solid and liquid state. So again I am going to zoom out what I have written here. Please see it, and I am also just wait. The shape of gaseous state is not fixed. Volume of gaseous state is also not fixed. Density of gaseous state is very less. Fluidity of gas is very high, and compressibility of gas is very high. Okay, so I hope you have written this, or do you understand it? So I am going to tell about its intermolecular force of attraction and its intermolecular species. Okay. Guys, I forget to tell about what is rigidity. About rigidity, firstly we had tell about the fluidity. Fluidity is for the gaseous state and liquid state, but rigidity is for the solid state. And what is rigidity? The hardness of any material, or the which taking a shape of hard material which is not easily be broken, so it's known as solid state. Okay, so this term is used for the hard material. Okay, the solid is one of the hard material. Okay, so we use rigidity word is for the solid. It has very high rigidity. Okay, the solid has very high rigidity, but about fluidity, is for liquid and gas. Liquid and gas has very high fluidity, and solid has very high rigidity, but liquid and gas has very less rigidity, and solid has less fluidity. Okay, So this is experiment. Okay, one word is also I have explained here very shortly about the term density. First I erase it. Just a minute. Density. What is density? Its symbol is rho. This is called as rho. Okay? This is called as rho. Okay? So the symbol of density is rho, and last time I have tell the explain the density as the volume per unit area. No, sorry, this is not the definition of density. The definition of density is to be mass per volume is known as density, and SI unit of density is kg per meter cube. Okay, why this? Because we know that the SI unit of mass is kg and the SI unit of volume is meter cube. So the SI unit of density is kg per meter cube, and or this also we can write, or also we write this. Okay, so the density is to be close. I have here to explain the term intermolecular force of attraction and intermolecular space of these states. Solid, liquid, yes, these are this. Okay, here we write interatomic space, interatomic space, here intermolecular space, intermolecular space, here we write again intermolecular force of attraction, and here interatomic force of attraction, interatomic force of attraction. Yeah, I have written here the states, different types of states of matter, and these are solid, liquid, and gas. And about its characteristics: interatomic space, intermolecular space, intermolecular force of attraction, and interatomic force of attraction. Okay, guys, in my part 1 video, I had already explained these terms. What are these? I had told this. What is interatomic force? The interatomic space, the space between, the distance between, or the space between two or more atoms in a matter or in a object is known as interatomic space. And again, I am going to explain what is this, what are these. So interatomic space, the distance or space between two atoms or two or more atoms in a object or a matter is known as interatomic space. And second one is intermolecular space. By the what we know, or we have take an idea about this term, what this term wants to deal with us, what it's want. Intermolecular space, that space or distance between two or more molecule in an object or a matter is known as intermolecular space. Again, I am going to explain the distance or space between two or more molecule in object or a matter is known as intermolecular space. Okay, and now intermolecular force of attraction in a object. Object is made in a object we see, or any object made up of two or more molecules. Okay, so the force of attraction applied between, or the force applied between two or more molecules to attract each other is known as intermolecular force of attraction. Okay, again I am explaining. The force applied between two or more molecules in a object or in a matter to attract each other or to form a new substance or new bond in a matter or in object is known as intermolecular force of attraction. And same case when it happens with the atom of any object or in a matter is to form, not to form in a matter is known as interatomic force of attraction. Okay, so the solid, it has very high interatomic, very less interatomic force, not force, very less interatomic space. Why this happens? By this happens we see a solid object. Okay, so the interatomic space is very less, intermolecular space. The intermolecular space in a solid is also very less. Intermolecular force of attraction. What about this? Intermolecular in related to solid, the intermolecular force of attraction is very high. Due to this attraction, very high force of attraction, solid has very less interatomic space or intermolecular space. Okay, so the intermolecular force of attraction in a solid is very high. Okay, this guys. And again, as like intermolecular force of attraction in the solid is very high, same like the interatomic force of attraction is also very high in a solid. Okay, so it's also be very high. Now we are going to know about its characteristics of liquid. What happens with these states related to these characteristics. The interatomic space of liquid in liquid states of any matter is higher than solid state but less than gaseous state. Okay, so the in liquid state interatomic space is higher than solid but less than gas. It has also interatomic space but not as much as in gas, but it has more interatomic space in comparison to solid state. Okay, same like in intermolecular case, intermolecular space in the case of intermolecular space, it has also higher than solid state but less than gaseous state. Okay, again we write here higher than solid but less than gaseous state. Okay, intermolecular force of attraction. This attraction is less in this state. That's why the attraction between two molecules are less and it gains the fluidity. And same as here in solid, its intermolecular force of attraction is very high, due to which it has very high rigidity. Okay, in the liquid state it is less than in comparison to solid state but higher than the gaseous state in liquid state. Okay, so less than less than solid state, but higher than gaseous state. Okay. Again, here in interatomic force of attraction, as like intermolecular force of attraction, interatomic force is also less than less intermolecular force of attraction in comparison to solid, but higher than gaseous state. Less than solid state, but higher than gaseous state. So guys, please see to it. I am going to be zooming out what I have written, and I also will tell what I had written here. Yeah, you can now see easily there is a spot of light. That's why you suffering from some problems related to seeing this. Now I am going to detail out what I have written here. The interatomic space in liquid is higher than solid state but less than gaseous state. Intermolecular space is also higher than solid state but less than gaseous state. Intermolecular force of attraction is less than solid as much as in, and but higher than the gaseous state. Also same like as intermolecular force of attraction, the interatomic force of attraction is very interatomic force of attraction is less than solid state but higher than the gaseous state. So guys, please see to it. And our next state is gaseous state. And I had told in part 1 video where we make the flow chart, we divide the solid state in two parts: crystalline solid and amorphous solid. So after this we are going to know about what is crystalline solids and amorphous solid. Okay, firstly we completed it. What is gaseous state? Okay, gaseous state. Yeah, the interatomic is very high. Also intermolecular space is very high. It's also very high. Again, here intermolecular force of attraction is very less, due to which its volume is not be fixed. It also be moving out, and it's react with any material very fastly. This is the reason by which the gas volume of gaseous state is not be fixed. Interatomic force of attraction, once again, yeah, interatomic force of attraction is very less. The interatomic space and intermolecular space is very related, but difference is there. In intermolecular we take molecules distance and or space, and in interatomic we take atomic space or atomic distance. Same as here, intermolecular force of attraction, in this we take molecular attraction, and interatomic force of attraction, in this we take the interatomic attraction. So guys, I hope you have understand till now what I have taught you. Okay, now I am going to be explain what is crystalline solid and amorphous solid. Yeah, crystalline solid and amorphous solid. Firstly, we make a table. Crystalline solid amorphous solid. Okay guys, what is crystalline solid and amorphous solid? Yeah, crystalline solid and amorphous solid. Yeah guys, so we divide the crystalline solid and amorphous solid on the basis of the arrangements of the solid objects. We divide crystalline solid and amorphous solid on the basis of their arrangements of their unit cells. Okay, what is crystalline solid? Firstly, we know about what is crystalline solids, and we have already I have already told you, we divide crystalline solid and amorphous solid on the basis of their particles arrangement or molecules arrangement. So let's start. In crystalline solids, let's take an example. There is an any matter, either it is box, and also we take this. Just assume that the size of both the boxes is same, not be same or must be different. Okay, the particles of each. Here we see this. These are the atoms, or we can assume these are the molecules in crystalline solids. The arrangement of the molecules or atoms are arranged in regular manner, in symmetrical manner. We can divide it in a symmetrically from anywhere. Okay, we can divide it in symmetrically, and its molecules are arranged in a regular manner. Okay, and a small and consist of the small particles which are repeating same as. Okay, and we can take also examples. Diamond is one of the example of crystalline solid. Okay, diamond is one of the example of crystalline solid. Example I'll also be right here. Diamond, etc. Okay, it is weak, etc. Crystalline solids. Crystalline solids are those solids in which the arrangement of molecules or its atoms are in regular arrangement, and also we can say that in a symmetrical manner we arrange the crystalline solid. Okay, and diamond is one of the example of this crystalline solid. Just wait, I am also be going to be explain its differences. Just I am explaining explaining what is crystalline solid and what is amorphous solid. But in the case of amorphous solid, the arrangement of molecules or atoms is in this, is like this. In the amorphous solid, there is no any regular symmetry or no any regular arrangement, not any, what I can tell, just tell no any symmetrical arrangement or regular arrangement of the small particles or the molecules or its any atomic. Okay, here why I tell you diamond, the reason behind it, the constituency of these atoms. This constituency and the symmetrical and the arrangement of these atoms are very high. That's why the diamond is very hard metal on the earth. This is the reason behind it. Why? The arrangement of these molecules or atoms are very highly defined. Okay, very highly arranged, symmetrically arranged. But in the case of amorphous solid, it not be arranged symmetrically. We can cut it from anywhere. Not be arranged in properly. Okay, not it be arranged in properly. And these examples are rubber, glass, etc. etc. Okay, guys. So now I am going to be differentiated. What are the major differentiation? Differentiate. On which condition we differentiate it? First point. Its first point. What is its first point? It has regular geometry. Or definite shape. But in the case of amorphous, irregular shape or indefinite shape. Irregular geometry or our next differentiation is second point. Its melting point is very sharp. The melting point of crystalline solid is very sharp. Here the meaning of sharp is fixed melting point and very high melting. Fixed and very high melting point. Okay. The melting point is fixed or sharp. But in the case of amorphous solid, it not be fixed. Melting point not be fixed or sharp. Here the the melting point of crystalline solid is fixed and sharp and fixed or sharp, but in the case of amorphous, its melting point is not fixed. Our third point: crystalline solids are hard and rigid. These solids are hard and rigid. But in this it is not hard and rigid. Okay, its fourth differentiation are they break into two pieces with plane surface, but in amorphous solid they break into two pieces with irregular surfaces. Okay, we break it into two pieces, guys, and two pieces with plane surfaces. plane surfaces. But in amorphous solid, we can break into two pieces. But in irregular shape. Irregular shapes. Here I can do this. We can break it into two pieces, but in irregular shapes, not be fixed. And the last point is fifth point, and this is very important point. And what is this point? This point is very important for these two solids. Okay. Crystalline solids are anisotropic. They are anisotropic. They are anisotropic and they are isotropic. They are isotropic, guys. Crystalline solids are anisotropic and amorphous solids are isotropic. Yeah, guys, here I have explained here what is anisotropic and what is isotropic. Just see here what I have written. About anisotropic. Mechanical and electrical property depends on the direction of material. By the term anisotropic, it explains the mechanical and electrical property depends on the direction of the material. Okay, so the mechanical, its capacity, mechanical and the electrical property depends on the direction of materials on which direction it will be placed out. But in the case of isotropic, the isotropic is same as anisotropic, but what will be added? All the same, but in all direction. It depends on all the direction of the material along which it is measured. Okay, here these are the differences. You can see what I have written here. I am going to also zoom out and also read out what I written here. Anisotropic is mechanical and electrical property depends on the direction of the material. Anisotropic is the mechanical and electrical property depends on the direction of the material. And isotropic, same as anisotropic, but it depends in all direction of the material along which it is measured. Fully same as, but in all direction of the material and along which it is measured be added in its definition. Okay, guys. So for part 2 video, I am going to be end this till now, and I hope you see this video and you gain so much knowledge, and I hope you understand. Even you not, so please comment me. I have already told you my email address on which you ask any query or questions. Again, I am going to be written what is my email ID. Brilliance Partner, all the letters are in small letter. Brilliance Partner teaching without taking any backspace. Teaching club @gmail.com. And guys, I also want to say something that firstly I zoom out what then I tell you. With it, you also note it. And guys, from next time I am also going to upload my class 9th NCERT maths book questions. I explain all the topics of the class 9th math book. So guys, if you have any doubt, you search my channel DPTC or Brilliance Partner Teaching Club on YouTube, and you also get my maths book topics of NCERT class 9, from class 9th NCERT maths till class 12th NCERT. So guys, please subscribe, like, share, comment. If you have any doubt, so you can comment me. I give you the reply of your query. Okay guys, and so I am going to be in doubt today today class. Thank you guys.